And here we go. What a triple threat match we have for you. So much history between these three men. Oh, meanwhile, Sami sent Rollins to the outside of the ring. Balor now going after Sami Zayn. Balor, Zayn, and Rollins all making their way from NXT before they could find their place here on the main roster. All former NXT champions. Rollins actually the inaugural NXT champion. Meanwhile, Zayn and Rollins continuing their problems that have been brewing and hit a high point at this past Saturday's NBC Times WWE's special of Saturday night's main event, when it was Sami Zayn and CM Punk taking on Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. And well, we all saw how that went with the brand new addition of Big Bronson Reed to this new dangerous and maniacal alliance. Rollins now back in the equation with a clothesline to take out Sami Zayn. We can never forget what transpired at SummerSlam 2016. It was Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. It was for the Universal Championship to crown the inaugural Universal Champion. Finn Balor would win on that very night. But a buckle bomb to the barricade would dislocate the shoulder of Balor and ultimately force Balor to relinquish the title the very next night. And since then, Balor's had a hard time reclaiming his spot to the top. And he'd love to do it here tonight. Meanwhile, look at this. Inverted DDT to Rollins. And a DDT to Sami Zayn. Balor going to go for the cover on Rollins. Rollins kicks out at 2. Now going to turn his attention to Zayn. And at this time, it's Zayn who kicks out. Balor, who's taking the lead of this match. It's our main event here on Monday Night Raw. You see the Money in the Bank briefcases hanging high above. That's what it's all about. It's all about qualifying for the Money in the Bank ladder match that already includes the megastar LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Penta. It takes place on June 7th in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, Sami Zayn with a suplex to Finn Balor. The underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn, is a man you should never count out. And it's Sami Zayn going after Rollins now in the corner. Paul Heyman not too pleased by what he's seeing. Sami Zayn just pummeling away on Rollins in the corner. It was Paul Heyman who picked the ankle of Sami Zayn that led to CM Punk and Sami Zayn losing to Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker at Saturday night's main event. Sami Zayn had something calculated coming up. Rollins and Balor kicked back to the floor. Springboard, moonsault. Look at that by Zayn. Sami Zayn looking to qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Can he do it? It would be number 5 if he can. Sami Zayn, the only one in this triple threat match who has never been a world champion. Sami Zayn, former tag team champion. A man who's main evented a WrestleMania. A man who's been a multi-time Intercontinental champion. Meanwhile, Rollins with a Falcon Arrow out of nowhere. And Sami Zayn makes sure that he keeps himself alive in a big time matchup like this. Does not want to suffer another loss to Seth Rollins and this new dangerous alliance. Rollins believing himself to be the future of this industry, and that was what led to this new faction that Rollins was saying, to the most extreme sense of it, saying that I need to do this. I had to beat Roman Reigns and CM Punk because the future relies on it. The future depends on it. And Rollins, being a revolutionary, being an architect, a man among many things who has done some incredible things throughout his career. And with it being Money in the Bank season and this being about qualifying for Money in the Bank, Rollins is the only one in this match that knows what it's like to win it. Not only has he won the Money in the Bank ladder match before, but also has one of the greatest cash-ins, if not the greatest cash-ins. Meanwhile, Sami Zayn with a sunset flip powerbomb to Rollins. But it's Finn Balor who saves the day. Finn Balor making sure this match stays alive. Meanwhile, as I was mentioning about Rollins having one of the greatest cash-ins in Money in the Bank history, of Money in the Bank cash-in history, Rollins cashing in the main event, WrestleMania 31, when it was Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Rollins walked out with the title. Rollins looking for a pedigree on Balor. Bam! What a discus forearm to Sami Zayn. And now looking to connect on Zayn. Meanwhile, sling blade by Balor to Rollins. And a shotgun drop kick takes out Zayn. And Sami is in deep trouble. Balor has Zayn right where he wants him. Could it be Balor's time to shine as he heads up high? But it's Zayn who makes his way back up to his feet. Zayn realizing he was in potential deep trouble. And Zayn now gonna go after Balor. Looking for a superplex. And a superplex by Zayn. And a frog splash by Rollins. Everybody has been laid out. One of these three men is going to take the chance to capitalize, to head to Money in the Bank. Welcome back. It is our main event. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Rollins? Is it going to be Zayn? Or will it be Balor? These three men, before commercial break, all three men were laid out, but now Rollins finds himself in control, stomping away on Zayn in the corner. Rollins, the first one back up to his feet. And Rollins perhaps trying to work with Finn temporarily to take out Sami Zayn out of the equation so that it becomes a one-on-one match. You never know what Rollins is planning. And honestly, I would never trust a single thing that comes out of Rollins' mouth. You see it time and time again. Just when you think you can trust Seth Rollins, he proves to everyone exactly why you shouldn't. And Sami Zayn showing the courage, showing the willpower. And Zayn leaps up. But gets caught right into a petted. Nope. Rollins gets sent to the outside onto the floor. Zayn has Balor right where he was looking for that exploder, but Balor turned it around into a cover and a 2 count. Breaking free. Finn ducks under and an elbow. And Rollins forces the break on that pin to keep this match alive. And with triple threat rules, no disqualification, no count out. First man to gain pinfall or submission inside the ring will get the victory and will join LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Penta on June 7th in LA in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. But these three are obviously going to put each other through hell before they get there. Rollins was looking for another pedigree attempt. Balor rolling through. Rollins again. This time the pedigree connects. And Balor goes down to put Balor away. Zayn. Crucifix pin. Oh, but Rollins kicks out. And now it's Rollins looking for a pedigree on Zayn, and it connects. Seth for the win. Both legs hooked for maximum force. and not quite where Rollins wanted it to be. Got Paul Heyman stressing on the watching by the apron. Paul Heyman's expression says it all. Deeply stressed watching this match. Thought Rollins almost lost it. And he thought Rollins had it. There are so many twists and turns going on. That's what it's all about. It's all about the opportunity to control the fate of either champion that you choose to cash in on. Rollins looking to put an end with a curb stomp to put Sami Zayn away. Sami Zayn gets out of harm's way, but Zayn, blue thunder bomb attempt, but nobody home. Rollins able to counter. This time the blue thunder bomb to advance the Money in the Bank, but Rollins stays alive. And the WWE Universe thought that was all over. The Tampa crowd thought it was going to be done for, but Rollins fights. Rollins able to wiggle free. Rollins is in utter shock, realizing that could have been it right then and there. Sami Zayn, a man who keeps fighting, and that's what he's going to have to do if he's going to pull this victory out. Sami Zayn looking up to remind himself what this is all about, what he's fighting for. You know, when your body experiences pain, exhaustion, this deep into a matchup like this, that is so hard-hitting with three of the biggest stars in WWE today, you have to remember what you're fighting for, whom you are fighting for, what is the end goal. And that's what it's all about. It's all about the Money in the Bank. It's all about the chance to become world champion, to be at the top of the mountain again, to live out the dream. That's what you want. And that's what you have to remind yourself when you're dealing with that pain, when you're dealing with the exhaustion this deep into the match. Zayn catches Rollins. Exploder suplex. Is it Sami Zayn's moment? Is this the opportunity Sami Zayn has been looking for? Haluva kick coming up, but a sling blade by Balor. Anything can happen in triple threat rolls. Shotgun drop kick to Sami Zayn into Rollins. And Sami, he's in the drop zone because Balor comes in hot. Coup de grace, nobody home. Stomp to Balor. Haluva kick to Rollins. That's got to do it. Oh, come on. And Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And they just saved Seth Rollins. This match should be over. But it's Jay. Jay going after Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. The world champion coming to the aid of his friend. Super kick to Reed and Breaker. And a shot to Rollins. And a massive spear by Breaker, nearly breaking Zayn in half. And, oh, come on. Here comes Dirty Dom. And trying to send the chair to Balor by Dom, but instead of stomp on the chair, sends Seth freaking Rollins right to LA. Seth Rollins has officially qualified for the 2025 Men's Money in the Bank. Rollins has completed part 1 of his mission as he looks to dominate, as he looks to control the men's division, because once that Money in the Bank is in his hands, he has control. They said he wasn't here. He wasn't supposed to be here. Breaker and Bronson Reed going up the entranceway along with Paul Heyman to go find Punk. But uh-oh. And Punk's behind. GTS Go to sleep. And Punk gets out the way before an attack by Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker could happen. CM Punk getting a little bit of revenge for what happened this past Saturday at Saturday Night's Main Event. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins qualifies for Money in the Bank. That takes place 1 week from Saturday.